When it comes to interacting in group projects, men and women tend to have different roles. Men, for example, tend to take more of the leadership roles and perspectives in order to help the group move forward, while women tend to do more of the supportive roles, such as information gathering and such. And when it comes to gender, ethnicity, and culture impact on communication in small groups, all of those have different effects. For example, men tend to group up more with men if possible, and women would tend to group up more with women. When it comes down to cultures, for example, if you had a group that was mostly African American, then a person of that culture would also prefer to go with them more so than let's say, a group of prominently white people. And that works with all different types of ethnicities. They all tend to go towards cultures because that is what you feel most comfortable with. And the difference between assigned and emergent groups. So, when it comes to assigned groups are groups that people are appointed to and put into by another person, while emergent groups are groups that will come together on their own. For example, an assigned group would be like when you're doing a class project and your professor were to purposely organize or put you into certain groups. That would be an assigned group, while an emergent group would be like your high school friend group, because you decided to all come together and become friends. And when it comes to uh, the observable characteristics of group culture, of observable diversity, I'm actually not quite sure on that one. The observed characteristics. Don't remember reading about that. For a personal experience I had in a group project, though, back in high school, it was one of the last presentations that I had to do, and it was for a literature of war class. And I got put into a group where I didn't mean to, but I ended up becoming the leader of the group. And I was in charge of two other people, and they did absolutely no work at all. And I had to do all of the work. And then finally, the last day before the presentation, they hadn't done anything yet. So I had finally just like decided like, okay, well, fine, then I'm not going to do your slides. I'm going to read off what I have done. And they actually ended up finally completing the work and they got it done. But of course, they hadn't had much time to practice it at all either. So, I mean, it went well for me in the end. I don't know how it went for them though.